Hi, I'm Rabbi Larry Milder of Congregation Beth Emek in Pleasanton, California, and this is a special Hanukkah concert for the Reutlinger community. We're broadcasting this concert over Congregation Beth Emek's YouTube channel. So not only are residents of the Reutlinger watching, but also our congregants are watching, as well as people all over the country. I hope you enjoy this Hanukkah concert. Let's start off with one of my favorite, most beautiful Hanukkah songs, Mia Malel. Who can retell? Mi Malel Gurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yimne Hein Bechol Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel Am Mi Malel Gurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yimne Hein Bechol Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel Am Shma Bayamim Haim Basman Hazeh Maccabi Moshia Ufodeh Uvyamenu Kolam Yisrael Yitached Yakum V'Hegael. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Hark! In days of yore in Israel's ancient land, brave Maccabeus led his faithful band. But now all Israel must as one arise, redeem itself through deed and sacrifice. Mi Yamalel Gvurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yimne Ein Bechol Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel An Mi Yamalel Gvurot Yisrael Otan Mi Yimne Ein Bechol Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel An. On Hanukkah, after we light the candles, it's a custom to recite the prayer Hanerot Halalu. These lights are holy. They are not to be used for any purpose except so that their glow can remind us of the miracle that God performed for our ancestors long ago. It's such a beautiful idea that ritual is just to make things more beautiful in life. Here's a traditional setting for Hanerot Halalu. Hanerot, Hanerot, Hanerot Halalu, Hanerot Halalu, Anachnu Madlikin. Al hanisim ve'al haniflaot ve'al hatshuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavoteinu bayamim hahem Bazman hazeh Hanerot, Hanerot, Hanerot Halalu, Hanerot Halalu, Anachnu Madlikin Al Hanisim Ve'al Haniflaot Ve'al התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. In every country where Jews have lived, we've picked up the musical style of those lands and taken our traditions and blended them with the sounds of the countries we lived in. Here's a song in Ladino. Ladino, of course, is the language spoken by Spanish and Sephardic Jews and their descendants. It combines Spanish, a little bit of Portuguese, and Hebrew. This song, if you know Spanish, you'll be able to understand, because almost everything in the song sounds Spanish except for a couple of the numbers. Ocho candelicas. This is a children's song, a counting song. I've got 8 candles. Hanukkah is a beautiful night. I have 8 candles. We're going to eat sweet pastries with almonds and honey. We'll have so much fun. It's going to be a great celebration. Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. Los pastelicos voy a comer con almendricas y la miel. Los pastelicos voy a comer con almendricas y la miel. Candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. Muchas fiestas voy a hacer con alegrías y placer. Muchas fiestas voy a hacer con alegrías y placer. Candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. In Israel, a children's song that's very popular for Hanukkah is Ner Li. I have a little candle. I'm going to sing this for you in Hebrew and in English. Ner li, ner li, ner li daki, b'Hanukkah neri adlik, b'Hanukkah neri yair, b'Hanukkah shirim ashir, b'Hanukkah neri yair, b'Hanukkah shirim ashir. I have a little candle, my candle burns so bright. I light my little candle on Hanukkah night. My little candle seems to say, thank you, O God, for this holiday. My little candle seems to say, thank you, O God, for this holiday. Ner li, ner li, ner li dakik, b'Hanukkah neri adlik, b'Hanukkah neri yair, b'Hanukkah shirim ashir, b'Hanukkah neri yair, b'Hanukkah shirim ashir. Well, here we are in California. What can you say about Hanukkah in California? It's not exactly winter. Here's a song by the great songwriter Tom Lehrer which brings Hanukkah to Southern California. I'm spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica, wearing sandals, lighting candles by the sea. I spent Shavuos in East St. Louis, a charming spot, but clearly not the spot for me. Those eastern winters, I can't endure 'em, so every year I pack my gear and come out here till Purim. Rosh Hashanah I spent in Arizona, and Yom Kippur way down in Mississippi. But in December, there's just one place for me. Mid the California flora, I'll be lighting my menorah. Like a baby in its cradle, I'll be playing with my dreidel. Here's to Judas Maccabeus, boy, if he could only see us spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica by the sea. Here's a story for Hanukkah and the greatest delicacy of Hanukkah, latkes. This is called the Latke Man. Years ago, when we were poor, a hungry old man came to our door. Though our Hanukkah meal was no big feast, it's a mitzvah, said Mama. Come join us and eat. Well, there wasn't enough when the stranger sat down, but we shared what we had as the plates went around. We sang, told stories as day turned to night. Then I lit the candles, the Hanukkah lights. Nes Gadol Hayasham, we would pray. Maybe a miracle will happen here today. There wasn't enough as the stranger sat down. Well, I was still hungry when the stranger sighed, smacked his lips, and said, "It's time for latkes, such a treat tonight." But Mama turned red. Papa turned white. Just one old potato was all Mama had, which the old man grabbed and said, "Not bad. I know what you're thinking, but it still can be done. From just a little, a lot can come." Nes Gadol Hayasham, we heard him say. Maybe a miracle will happen here today. From the kitchen, I heard him mixing up stuff, and I said out loud, "It won't be enough." But Papa gave my shin a gentle shove, saying, "Shah, be still, have faith in love." Then that wonderful smell and that sizzling sound, and in just a few minutes came a steaming mound of latkes. I can't forget that night when a simple meal became a festival of light. Nes Gadol Hayasham, we heard him say. Maybe a miracle can happen here today. Now I fix the latkes as my children squeal in anticipation of their Hanukkah meal. And when the latkes crackle in my pan, I remember the story of the Latke Man. Nes Gadol Hayasham, Chag Simcha Hu La'am, Sivivon Sov Sov Sov, Hanukkah Hu Chag Tov, Hanukkah Hu Chag Tov, Sivivon Sov Sov Sov, Chag Simcha Hu La'am, Nes Gadol Hayasham, Nes Gadol Hayasham, Chag Simcha Hu La'am, Sivivon Sov Sov Sov, Hanukkah Hu Chag Tov, Hanukkah Hu Chag Tov, Sivivon Sov Sov Sov. That story is by Doug Kotler, of course, Sivivon, traditional Hanukkah song. Well, speaking of traditional Hanukkah songs, here's a very well-known Hanukkah melody. One version goes like this. Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh, one for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Well, of course, there is another version of this song, and I don't mean the Yiddish or the Hebrew version, but a great parody written by Ben Aronin, which goes like this. Each Hanukkah we glorify brave Judas Maccabeus, who had the courage to defy Antiochus and free us. Yet it is not fair that we should forget Mrs. Maccabeus, whom we owe a debt. She mixed it, she fixed it, she poured it into a bowl. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave brave Judas his soul. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave brave Judas his soul. The Syrian said it cannot be that old Mattathias, whose years are more than 83, would dare to defy us. But they did not know his secret, you see. Mattathias dined on latkes and tea. One latke, two latkes, and so on into the night. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave him the courage to fight. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave him the courage to fight. Now this is how it came about, this gastronomic wonder that broke the ranks of Syria like flaming bolts of thunder. Mrs. Maccabeus wrote in the dough portions of the Torah, then fried them so they shimmered, they simmered, absorbing the olive oil. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that made the Syrians recoil. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that made the Syrians recoil. Now these little latkes, brown and delicious, must have hit the spot, 'cause with appetites vicious, all the heroes downed them after their toil, causing in the temple a shortage of oil. One latke, two latkes, and so on into the night. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave us the Hanukkah light. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave us the Hanukkah light. Well, here's a recipe for your latkes if you like, courtesy of Dean Friedman. Grate some potatoes, an onion too, add some flour and an egg, one will do. Then add a pinch of pepper and a smidgen of salt. If your latkes taste funny, it's not my fault. Potato latkes, potato latkes, potato latkes. Love my latkes, mashed and boiled, creamed and fried. Potato dishes I have tried, but of all the ones that I recall, I love my latkes best of all. Love, 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 potato latkes, love, 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 my latkes, love, 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 my latkes, love my latkes. Peel the potatoes, work and toil, then you fry 'em up in oil. Now decide and it's a toss between sour cream or applesauce. Love, 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 love potato latkes. Potato latkes. Ah, love my latkes. Well, one of the greatest of all modern Hanukkah songs is Light One Candle, written by Peter Yarrow of Peter, Paul, and Mary. And if you listen to the song, if you listen to the lyrics, you'll hear in the first two verses of the song, there is one line for each candle so that you get up to 8 candles as you sing through the song. Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in. Let anger not tear us apart. Light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's valued so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Well, I want to conclude this concert with lighting Hanukkah candles and to sing Ma'od Tzur. So if you look behind me, you'll see our Hanukkah menorah, our Chanukiah. And I also want to recite that prayer, Hanerot Halalu, these lights. So first I'm going to light my shamash. There we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem Bazman hazeh. Hanerot halalu anachnu madlikim. We kindle these lights because of the wondrous deliverance you performed for our ancestors. During these 8 days of Hanukkah, these lights are sacred. We are not to use them, but only to behold them, so that their glow may rouse us to give thanks for your wondrous acts of deliverance. And to conclude our Hanukkah concert, I'd like to sing Ma'od Sur with you, both the Hebrew and not just the commonly sung English verse, but actually a second English verse as well. That's just a little lesser known. Ma'od Sur Yeshuati Lecha Na'eh L'Shabeach Tikon Beit Tefilati Visham Toda Bizabeach Leit Tachin Matbeach Mitzar Hamna Beach Azek Mor Bashir Mizmor Hanukkah HaMizbeach Azek Mor Bashir Mizmor Hanukkah HaMizbeach. Rock of Ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amid the raging foes were our sheltering town. Furious they assailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us. Children of the Maccabees, whether free or fettered, wake the echoes of the songs where you may be scattered. Yours the message cheering that the time is nearing, which will see all people free, tyrants disappearing, which will see all people free, tyrants disappearing. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Stay healthy. I hope you have a joyous Hanukkah. Bye-bye.